It's back. After 23 years, the Honda Prelude has returned, and it's not what you expected. This isn't a loud turbocharged coupe with a manual transmission. It's not a pure EV. It's not even rear-wheel drive. But it is something far more interesting. A 200 horsepower hybrid sports coupe with Type R suspension, Civic Hybrid powertrain, and Porsche 718 Cayman-level handling ambitions. The 2026 Honda Prelude marks the return of the two-door Honda Coupe, a species thought extinct in the age of SUVs and electric sedans. And from the moment you see it, you feel it. This car means business. Low stance, short overhangs, pop-out door handles, no shark fin antenna. It's giving Y2K energy, a love letter to the 2003 to 2007 era of sporty Japanese coupes with a modern twist. But here's the real shock. It's a hybrid, not a weak eco-mode hybrid, not a Prius with a spoiler. This is the same dual-motor hybrid system from the Civic Hybrid, 200 horsepower, 232 pound-feet of torque, paired with a single-speed eCVT, but tuned for driving pleasure, not just efficiency. And yes, it has one-pedal driving, Brembo brakes, and Honda S Plus shift mode, a new feature that simulates an 8-speed automatic with rev-matching via paddle shifters. So is this the spiritual successor to the NSX? The affordable alternative to the Cayman? Or just a Civic with two doors? Let's break it down, because the 2026 Prelude might be the most unexpected and most exciting Honda in years. Let's get one thing straight. The Prelude isn't about straight-line speed. Honda confirmed that. No extra power, no VTEC scream, no 9,000 RPM redline. The 200 horsepower hybrid system is borrowed from the Civic Hybrid. And yes, it's front-wheel drive. But don't let that fool you. This isn't a fuel sipper with a sporty body. It's a driver's car with a hybrid advantage. The electric motor delivers instant torque, smoothing out acceleration and eliminating turbo lag. The single-speed transmission already has a torque dip that mimics a gear shift. But now, with Honda S Plus shift mode, it simulates an 8-speed automatic. You pull the paddle shifters and the revs drop, match, and shift, complete with sound effects piped through the speakers. It's not real, but it feels real. And for drivers who miss the engagement of a manual without the traffic hassle, it's a brilliant compromise. The system also enables one-pedal driving. Lift off the throttle and the regenerative braking slows the car aggressively, recharging the battery. No need to touch the brake pedal in city driving. That's huge for usability. And despite being a hybrid, Honda says the weight distribution and tuning make it feel light and balanced. The battery is under the rear seats, keeping the center of gravity low. No, it's not as raw as a BRZ, but it's not trying to be. It's trying to be fun, efficient, and engaging, all at once. And in a world where sports cars are either 100K plus or dying out, that's a win. Here's where the Prelude gets serious. It shares key suspension components with the Civic Type R. Not the whole setup, but the good stuff. The dual-axis front suspension. Honda's genius solution to torque steer is here. So are the 4-piston Brembo front brakes, painted blue to signal hybrid status, rear brakes, and wider front and rear track widths. But Honda didn't just copy-paste the Type R. They tuned it for the Prelude. The suspension is softer. The ride is more compliant. The goal? Grand touring comfort, not track day brutality. Honda benchmarked the 2026 Prelude against the Porsche 718 Cayman. Not in power, but in handling balance, agility, and driver feedback. That's a bold claim. The Cayman is a benchmark for mid-engine dynamics. But Honda believes that with the right tuning, a front-drive hybrid can still deliver that connected, tossable feel. And based on what we know, they might be right. The car is low, wide, and stiff, perfect for cornering. The steering is direct. The chassis feels planted. And with the hybrid system managing power delivery, there's no sudden lurch or wheel spin. This isn't a car for lap times. It's a car for back roads, the kind where you want to drive for hours, not just show up and pose. And with no four-wheel steering and no manual transmission, Honda is clearly targeting a different driver, one who wants performance without the drama. Look at the 2026 Prelude. It's not trying to be futuristic. It's not covered in LED strips or suicide doors. It's clean, low, and aggressive, like a modern take on the 5th-gen model. The sharp overhangs, long hood, and fastback roofline give it instant presence. The pop-out door handles reduce drag and add a premium touch. The absence of a shark fin antenna keeps the roofline sleek. And the blue Brembo calipers, a subtle nod to its hybrid heart. Inside, it's a blend of Civic and Integra, but with higher quality materials. Almost Acura level. Soft-touch plastics, aluminum trim, and blue contrast stitching throughout. The asymmetrical front seats are a standout. Firmer bolstering for the driver. A wider, more comfortable seat for the passenger. It's a driver-focused cockpit, not a tech-heavy spaceship. The infotainment is clean. The gauges are clear. But the rear seats, they're tight. Even at 5'3", the tester hit her head on the steeply raked C-pillar. This is a true 2+2 coupe. Rear seats for kids, groceries, or short trips, not adults. But there's a silver lining. The rear seats fold 60/40, opening up extra trunk space. And with the lift-back design, loading is easier than in a sedan. This isn't a weekend-only toy. It's a daily driver sports coupe. Practical enough for real life, exciting enough to dream about. So, is the 2026 Honda Prelude the car we've been waiting for? Yes, but not in the way we expected. It's not a raw analog machine. It's not a track monster. It's a hybrid grand tourer. A car that blends efficiency, comfort, and driving joy in a way no other brand is doing. There's no real competitor. The Hyundai Elantra N is too hardcore. The Subaru BRZ is rear drive. The VW Golf GTI is hatchback focused. Honda is in uncharted territory, and that's exciting. With a predicted starting price around $38,000, it's accessible. With Type R DNA and hybrid efficiency, it's smart. And with Porsche-like handling goals, it's ambitious. This might be the first mainstream sports hybrid that doesn't feel like a compromise. It could be misunderstood at first, just like the original NSX was. But in time, it might be seen as the start of a new era, the hybrid sports car renaissance. So yes, the Prelude is back. And it's not just relevant, it's necessary. Would I take the Prelude over a BRZ or Cayman? If I wanted daily usability and hybrid efficiency, absolutely. If I wanted a raw, manual-only experience, maybe not, but I'd want one in my garage. What do you think? Is the hybrid Prelude a betrayal or a brilliant evolution? Could you see yourself in a 200 HP Honda hybrid coupe? Drop a comment below. Smash that like button if you want more honest sports car reviews and real-world comparisons. And subscribe, because we're not just covering cars. We're tracking the ones that redefine what's possible. Until next time, stay low, stay hybrid.